And that is an email that I got from somebody named Mariah Hope. She has a website called Paws of Prey, and she offered a list of supplements that she says fill in nutritional gaps. And she says she feeds them during particular circumstances. And the first one she lists is elk velvet antler. I can't imagine where they get this stuff. Are there really that many antlers out there that they can harvest the velvet and make a supplement out of it? Stuff must be outrageously expensive, because I just can't imagine there's a whole lot of it out there. She says, the soft, fuzzy velvet that protects the bone of newly grown in antlers. Deer antlers are actually quite unique because they're the only mammalian appendage that is able to regrow. Antler velvet has been used in Chinese medicine for many years. It has been seen to aid in strengthening bones, improving the immune system, and also supporting the joints. And if you believe that improving his immune system, improving the immune system nonsense, I would invite you to read the article that I wrote about being aware of people who are trying to sell you things that boost your dog's immune system, because no such thing is possible, because there's no such thing as the immune system. And I guess you'll have to tune into my regular Q&As to get the whole story on that, because I've talked about it many times. But she says that her dog doesn't have any joint or ligament issues, but she likes to add elk velvet to his meals to support them. So what I would have to say about that is, since elk antlers may be a part of a dog's natural diet, and that's a big may, because I think most of the time when wolves take down elk or deer with antlers, the antlers pretty much get left at the scene. But this particular supplement sets itself apart from the rest of these on the list, but it's still absolutely ridiculous to think that there's anything in antler velvet that a dog needs. And people love to cite that something has been used in Chinese medicine, but what we need to remember about Chinese medicine is that it was developed because people were already making mistakes with their diets, experiencing the consequences, and wanting to cover them up. Yes, Chinese medicine is much better than allopathic medicine, but it's no more valid. And it doesn't matter how old a form of medicine is, it does not predate the adaptations that all species made that allowed them to exist in the environment they were in. Not following those adaptations is what gets people and dogs into trouble. And getting back to them is what makes things right. That's what we do in RMF. The body heals itself, and it can only do that when its needs are met. And to meet its needs, you just need to go back and observe what dogs are eating in nature and try to replicate that as much as possible. I don't see wolves eating, eating antlers. Just don't see wolves eating. Sure, if you want to buy antlers you've got a chewing puppy and you need something entertaining for a puppy to chew on, antlers are probably as good as anything else. It's probably the pluses and negatives about that. I don't know, but to think that there's something there that is required is crazy. And I know that we're not talking about antlers. We're talking about the velvet, but still, it just seems ridiculous to me. And it gets back to the general point that I can't emphasize enough, that when people take a food and put it under the microscope and identify its smallest parts and take those apart, it is never because doing that will truly make people or dogs well. The reason this is done is so that these parts can be sold as a product. So at the end of the day, it's about profiteering. It's about making money. It's not about being healthy. All we have to do is employ some general principles for that.